Good day to you all. My topic today is the overshadowing of Igbo traditions by Christianity. Birth and naming in Igbo nation. The birth of a child is accompanied by various rites, which involve presentation to ancestors and the cleansing of the mother from the pollution at childbirth. The pollution of childbirth may be performed after 3 native days depending on the part of Igbo nation. This practice is also the same in Christianity, where a woman after childbirth offers live animals and special cleansing prayer to God for readmittance into the Christian folk. See Leviticus 12:1-8 and Luke 2:22-24. After that, the naming of the child and its presentation to the people follows. Some factors determine the name given to a child, and this is where conflict arises with a Christian belief. According to Illog 1974, 3 factors usually determine the name given to a child. They are as follows. 1. The day of the native week on which the child is born, and Christianity believes that the days of the Igbo native week, Ik, Ori, Afo, and Nku are named after deities. But they forgot that apart from August, named after Caesar Augustus, that January to December are all names of Jewish deities. See Ozioko, 2016, for details. 2. The historical incident peculiar to the child's birth or to the circumstances of the parents. 3. The philosophical or socio-religious faith, which the child stimulates in the parents. After the naming ceremony, there is Igbo Afa-Igbo, as it is called by the Obozi, Abdet, Amwoji, and poor people of Idemili North Anambra State. This is the ceremony of finding out the ancestral relationship of the newborn child through divination. Agbogwagwa people of Enugu State call such reincarnated child Agum, my rib, whereas it is called Ogboem, myself, in Ngu and most towns in Eziag and Udilgas of Enugu State, including many other towns, Okposi, Abankalak, Uboru etc. Opposition, Christians do not accept the traditional beliefs of naming ceremonies. Christians believe that as God is the creator of every human being, names should relate to him. Often coercion is used to force Christians to perform the naming rites. Of course, some Christians do resist. Marriage customs. Christian marriage is different from traditional marriage in Igbo nation. In traditional marriage, the religious aspects include the preliminary divination by which the young man who seeks a wife is enabled to find out from what clan or lineage his Kai, guardian spirit, permits him to take a wife of fortune from. When the diviner pronounces the clan or lineage and the girl is found, all the preliminaries are finished and the bride price is paid. The girl is ready to go and settle in her new husband's home. There may be little modification depending on the area in question. Christians are opposed to this aspect of traditional marriage. They contend that their own way of marriage is the ideal as revealed by God. But how far is the ideal Christian marriage as revealed by God separable from the traditional marriage? This is the question often asked by some traditionalists. They argue that the Christian marriage and many Christian families are failures in traditional marriage life, going by the number of Christian divorces prevalent now. Another area of conflict is polygamy. The traditionalists believe that the number of wives a man has shows his opulence. The number of wives often determines the number of children. And one of the major reasons of having many children according to Mr. Adam Ignatius' oral interview, 2015, is to have enough labor for farming, which is their major occupation. But the idea of polygamy runs contrary to the Christian doctrine of monogamy, which believes in one man, one wife. Many Christians are in dilemma when they have marital problems such as childlessness or problem of gender mix in the children. If ever the man defies the church order and marries more than one wife, he is made a backslider. He is denied the Holy Communion and other church rites. From this explanation, one can easily see that the problems of Igbo Christians are those of a man practicing a new religious system amid a traditional order that has not yet disappeared. The conflicts that exist between traditional religion and Christianity in Igbo land are moral, ideological, and physical, though more moral than physical in the sense that the moral conflict did not develop into a serious civil struggle between the traditionalists and Christians. Moreover, the moral conflict, which, in some cases, had been the result of clash in conscience experienced by individual Christians between the tenets of Christianity and those of the traditional religion, was not the official support given by Christian authorities against the traditional religion and its followers, but was purely the effect of a clash in religious beliefs, which naturally existed between the adherents of the traditional religion and those of the Christian faith in Igbo nation. The study validates the facts that there is occasional destruction of lives and property and demolition of the people's artifacts and groves by Christians, and this has led to a reduction in the sources of economic generation of traditional religionists. Second, the number of tourist sites available in many Igbo towns has reduced by 80% because of the activities of Christians. It has also led to syncretism in the people's culture and has given rise to disintegration and lack of unity among the people. Sometimes, to avoid conflict, many families now combine the tenets of the two religions. For instance, after performing the full traditional marriage rites, the church wedding will follow. The same goes for burial and other social ceremonies. Finally, the obnoxious belief against Igbo tradition must put to an end to stop this conflict between Igbo tradition and Christianity. Thanks for watching. I still remain your humble historian Cassidy Michael.